The journey to financial liberation begins with a simple truth. Monumental goals are conquered through modest strides. Years of guiding folks through personal talks, group workshops, and broadcasted Q&As have distilled a roadmap. Small, deliberate actions dubbed stepping stones. Countless individuals have tread this path to transform their fiscal lives completely. The name nods to a quirky film where a flustered character learns to navigate chaos bit by bit. Here, these stepping stones chart the course to a total wealth rebuild. Why do they succeed? The answer unfolds naturally. Any summit can be reached with one careful step after another. Taming the beast, piece by piece, fuels the fire. Imagine facing a towering beast, say, a buffalo, and the only way to conquer it is one chunk at a time. Pick a task, tackle it with gusto until it's done, then advance. Attempting everything simultaneously courts defeat. Picture waking up determined to shed 80 pounds, boost stamina, and sculpt every muscle. Day 1. Skip meals, jog 5 miles, hoist weights until exhaustion hits. Collapse is imminent. If not, then, wait a day. Muscles seize, energy craters, and soon the fridge beckons. A seasoned coach wouldn't unleash such fury at the start. Early days mean gentle walks, laying groundwork before sprinting. Overwhelm kills resolve. Focus births triumph. Spreading effort thin. Dribbling $20 into savings, $30 extra on rent, $10 toward a store card. Waters down impact. Progress stalls, victories linger out of sight, and the spark fades. Feeling stuck saps the drive to master. Money. Zero in on one target though, and the magic ignites. Tasks vanish from the list. Each win, a crossed-off debt, a fattened fund, delivers a jolt of proof. This works. Sequence matters too. These stepping stones stack like a ladder. Skip one, and the climb falters. A 300-pound soul doesn't kick off with a half marathon. Knees. Buckle, spirit breaks, or worse. Start with a stroll, shed some weight, then stride longer. Patience is key. The full peak awaits, but only after a solid foothold is secured. Temptation may pull toward a pet worry. Retirement at 60, college looming, but leaping ahead risks a tumble. A rushed nest egg might crack open for an untimely crisis if earlier steps are dodged. Trust the order. It's forged from real struggles, proven across thousands. Steering your enterprise. Before diving into the first stone, equip the toolkit for victory. The cornerstone? A cash flow map. Yes, a budget. Crafted monthly. Inked out. This isn't theory. It's the pulse of every success story. Rare is the tale of wealth won without this compass. Motivation surges when the old ways, month-outlasting funds, tension simmering, hit a breaking point. Mapping cash unveils where it flows, curbing whims while channeling it to priorities. Sacrifice stings at first, delaying a splurge, rethinking holidays. But the payoff gleams. Gifts owned outright, peace unwrapped. Life shifts, college funds grow, generosity flows freely, and stress ebbs. Harmony blooms where money once gnawed. Consider this. If tasked with running a firm called Your Life Entity, managing its finances as haphazardly as personal ones, would the board keep that gig? Cash demands direction, or it drifts away. A monthly map sets targets. Aimless arrows hit nothing. As a sage once quipped, no plan, no prize. Scripture echoes. Who builds without tallying the cost? A lifetime's haul, millions over decades, deserves a blueprint, not a shrug. Craft a fresh map each month. No flawless template exists for an ever-shifting tide. Assign every dollar a role before the clock ticks forward. Income minus outflow. Hits zero. For uneven earnings, gigs, tips, list needs by urgency, but still plot the course. Studies whisper a stark edge. Those with penned goals outstrip dreamers by leagues. For pairs, unity is non-negotiable. Forge the map together, swearing allegiance to its lines. Mid-month hiccups? Convene, adjust. Only with mutual nod and balanced. Books. A $40 tweak up here means a cut there. No solo moves. The pact holds firm. First, though, align with creditors. Past dues derail the climb. Essentials: food, roof, lights, threads, wheels, take precedence. Only then catch up on cards or loans. Out of depth? Seek counsel from seasoned guides. Igniting the spark. Victory demands fervor. Tales of transformation brim with folks who snapped. Fed up with the grind, they roared into action. Logic alone won't carve wealth. Passion fuels the forge. Picture a boxer, gloves up, theme swelling, relentless drive trumps all. Clear hurdles, lock in the plan, and charge. Stepping stone. 1. Stash $1,000 swiftly. Life's storms brew, without warning. A buffer, an umbrella fund, is non-negotiable. Data warns, over 3/4 face a jolt. A job axed, a surprise bundle, a car's cough, within a decade. These aren't shocks, they're certainties. A cushion catches them. $1,000 won't fend off a tsunami, but it snares the squalls until a sturdier net forms. Ditch the plastic crutch. Holidays aren't crises, they're clockwork. Tires wear, kids grow, budget them. True jolts, layoffs, loss, need cash, not credit. A sale sofa? Tempting, but no emergency. Break the cycle. Plan the predictable. Pad the unforeseen. Launch with $1,000, $500 if earnings dip below $25,000 yearly. Halt all else. Zero in. Why not debt first? Early stumbles taught a lesson. Emergencies derail resolve without a lifeline. A $200 fix on borrowed fumes reignites the spiral, guilt dousing momentum. A starter stash, think a spark plug, keeps the engine humming while old burdens lift. Scrounge it fast. Squeeze the map, hawk wares, grab extra shifts. A month's push suffices. Stretch longer. Get wild. Peers may scoff, but their broke chorus signals the right trail. Stash it safe, tuck it beyond impulse's reach, not tied to daily drafts. One clever soul framed $1,000 in a closet. Break for rain scrawled atop. Burglars baffled, urges thwarted. Liquid's the rule. No locked CDs, no stocks, cash only. Excess beyond? It fuels the next leap. Dip into it. A tire blows, $300. Gone? Pause. Rebuild to $1,000, then resume. No buffer, no barrier. Old habits creep back. For Lily, a lone parent of 2, this was a lifeline. Years of lean survival. Predatory loans, not lavish sprees, left her hollow. At $1,400 monthly, feeding her brood and dodging sharks felt futile. Then, a seminar sparked hope. Weeks later, beaming, she'd scraped $500. Her first shield. Her glow wasn't the sum. It was power reclaimed. Money, once a foe, bent to her will. Stepping stone. 2. Unleash the Debt Cascade. The mightiest weapon for wealth, your earnings. Unleash them, and riches rise. Debt's the foe. Slay it, and the horizon clears. Picture a 280-pound dreamer, eyeing a titan's frame, skepticism heavy. Yet countless have shed that weight, stepping into plenty. Numbers don't lie. Earning $60,000 yearly, a typical load might span $900 rent, $550 and $200 car notes, $200 student loans, $15,000 in cards at $225 monthly, plus $150 miscellany, $2,225 total. Free that, funnel it to growth, and in 15 years, $1 million blooms. Stretch to 27 years, $5 million, more income. Faster ascent, fewer ties, you're ahead. Debt binds, freedom soars. The debt cascade carves the escape. List every obligation, save the home, from piddling to ponderous, interest be damned. Smallest first. Minimums keep all current, but every spare cent storms the tiniest. Clear it, roll its payment, and any windfall into the next. Each felled foe swells the assault. An avalanche builds, crushing the last. A $1,200 car loan felled in months. Why smallest first? Wins ignite zeal. A diet's first drop spurs grit. Stalled scales kill it. A 75 bill erased isn't seismic, but it proves the path. Motivation trumps math here. Nerds balk, but behavior reigns. Exceptions? Only dire straits, tax hounds, or foreclosure shift the order. One soul plastered a giant cascade on the fridge, red lines slashing each victory, shouting triumph. No PhD dimmed her fire. She grasped the shift. Another couple, buried in $95,000, ditched a prized ride, slashed excess, and broke free in 3 years. Focus forged their flight. Keys to roll it. Map relentlessly, clear backlogs, sacrifice fiercely, ignite intensity. Debt ends now must echo. Half measures fizzle. Total commitment blazes. Like sunlight through a lens, unmoved, it's idle. Aimed, it scorches. Stalled? Blast the jam. Sell clutter, trinkets, toys, that boat. A fish pond raked $400. A cycle fetched thousands. If it won't clear in 20 months, home aside, shed it. Cars aren't sacred, wealth is. Or flood the river, extra gigs overtime. A plumber, 26, cleared $78,000 in 21 months, plumbing dawn to dusk. His bride grinned. Freedom near, no borrowing, ever. Tests hit, braces, breakdowns, but plastics severed. Gazelle swift, dodged the jaws. Most blaze debt-free, save the home, in 18 months. Intensity shrinks the span. Blessings often hasten. This stone's dual gift. It frees your income, the wealth engine, and defies a debt-drunk culture. Each payoff screams resolve. A heart rewired for a total wealth rebuild.